Welcome to the Business Spotlight series. My name is Kay Cote, and I'm your podcast host on today's episode. Today, we have Lisa Williams, co-CEO of ALM Translations, as my guest. We're going to be talking about her business, her journey to business ownership, some challenges and best practices that she's learned along the way to give you that inside look to what it's like to run and operate a business. If this is your first time on our channel, be sure to like and subscribe to get notifications when we drop episodes like this. Welcome, Lisa. It is so great to meet you.
Thank you. It's nice to meet you too.
Well, let's dive in. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
So I'm 52, and I've been running ALM Translations with my co-CEO for nearly 23 years. I'm a single mom. I live in the Midlands, and I'm pleased to be here on your podcast.
Well, I'm so excited to dive in and learn more. Thank you so much for sharing a bit about yourself. And wow, 23 years in business. We're going to have a really great conversation today. So tell us a little bit about the ALM.
So ALM Translations is a translation agency, and basically its main objective is to ensure that its clients can communicate globally. But part of our offering is we're very technology focused. So therefore, understanding how translations and the advancements in technology can coexist is pretty important.
Oh, definitely, especially now as we're getting more global and things are growing. This is a need. So I'm very excited to dive into this. So tell us about, or tell me about your kind of like your employee structure. Do you have what's your team look like and are you growing?
Yes, we are growing actually. We've just been ranked out of 300 language service providers. We're at 106, which is not too bad for a company our age, especially when number one is £1 billion turnover. And yeah, we're one of the few companies that are still in growth actually because of the way our structure is internally and how we handle our clients' projects. So there's myself and Rachel. We have a couple of senior managers, project leads, project managers, technical solutions team who work with websites and different file formats, software, etc. We have quality people who maintain our ISO standards and accreditations. We have finance and I've mentioned quality and vendor recruitment. So they're responsible for bringing on the suppliers and the translators. So there's a wide range of talent and experience within the company.
Oh, wow, it sounds like it for sure. What's your like total team member number right now, would you say?
So we have 30.
Wow,
And they're
that's
placed around the globe as well. So we've got some in South America, a couple of ladies in Thailand. We work on a contract model to be able, for some of our employees to be able to upscale. And if we have clients that are in different time zones, then we're able to allocate resources to accommodate that.
definitely. Now looking back at, your years in business as a business owner, what has been something you were maybe challenged with that you overcame?
There's probably been a few. The recession has always been a tricky one. We've survived a couple of recessions over the years where I remember I think it was 2008 when there was just basically a tumbleweed moment where everything just stopped. And luckily for us, even though our direct customers stopped spending because we got a split client base with translation companies, bigger translation companies than us, they kept us going in terms of workload. So we survived that. COVID was a challenge. for everybody.
Hmm.
And during COVID, I had some personal challenges to overcome in terms of I lost my dad, and there was a lot of other stuff, divorcing, etc. Plus COVID, plus a business, plus a young family. Luckily, because of the structure of the business and my business partner as well, they supported me in that time, and also we had to support all the employees that were then sent back to their homes abroad, or because they had to escape the UK before total lockdown. That we got through it because we have great team members, and that allowed me to get through my personal challenges as well. So I think over the 23 years, I think the core of the customer base that we've got, and also the excellent team that we've got, an established team, that they've allowed us to survive quite a few ups and downs in business.
Wow. Well, thank you for sharing that story. It sounds like, your network is your net worth is always the mantra I love to use. And
Yeah, 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 yeah.
and looking at the future of your business now, at the next, like, say, 3 to 5 years, where do you want to see the business going?
So there's going to be a shift, which I can't really discuss at the moment, but there's changes happening, and part of the change is trying to readdress the balance between direct customers and agencies, because we always used to be 50-50. And what we do enjoy is giving our direct customers the solutions to enable them to communicate globally. Whereas with agencies, even though other translation agents, we learn a lot from them because they keep us up to date with technology and keep us up to date with service offerings, especially with AI. We want to push the expertise that we've got internally, with our technical team and the experience that our project managers and management team have in terms of the solutions that we can offer, as well as translation services. It's um, it's important for us to make sure that we keep up with the times, really, and embrace the technology advancements into our service offerings to our clients.
Oh, 100%. I think that's a golden nugget for business owners to have that adaptability to the changing times.
Yes.
Definitely. And looking at your marketing structure, kind of this goes along with that adaptability. And as you're growing, how do you market yourselves in the industry and how do you reach your clients?
Yeah, well, we're classed as a boutique agency. We're not the smallest, but we're certainly not a £1 billion turnover beast super agency, as they're called. But for an agency our size, we're around a £4 million turnover, so $4.5 million. We have the ability to we're quite ahead of some of our competitors in terms of the technology that we use and the experience of our staff. So we have a marketing manager who looks after the content that we put on our website. We're looking at doing more videos, which is why we're accepting podcast interviews. We want to put some more on YouTube and Facebook. And because there are different clients will use different platforms, and that's what we're trying to do in terms of diversify our reach.
Oh, definitely. Those are more golden nuggets that you said, sharing your story, utilizing the power of podcasts, short form content. I really love hearing that too.
My
Uh,
dog's going to bark, I'm afraid.
oh, that's okay.
Like
It's
you can
okay.
put children out of the room, but you can't put dogs out of the room, can you?
That's
Sorry.
true. Oh, I've
He
got my
can't read a recording in progress sign.
I've got
I
my
did
little
read your
fur
page.
baby too. Pets are
Yeah.
the best. Okay, so kind of looking at you're building this, you have your structure in place. Who is your ideal client? Who are you looking to connect with?
So any customer or any client that needs to sell their services and products abroad, now that could be for digital marketing purposes. It could be for the technical documentation, regulatory and compliance. So our key customers are in manufacturing. They're in med tech. That's a growing area for us. And digital marketing services. We've got a specialist department that looks after how we can support clients with that global reach from technical SEO through to creative content writing. So it covers a broad spectrum of job types within certain verticals.
Okay, definitely. And I kind of want to share a little bit more about you and dive into you. What is your why behind what you got into and and how you serve?
Well, I have thought about this. So I still enjoy what I do. I would say 90% of the time, and I still have a passion for the industry. I started for a big translation company straight after university in the 90s. And I guess once you start seeing what you're turning over for Boss, I mean, they're a massive company. It was a really good company to start working for. Um, you've done, well, actually, I think I could do it a bit better. I met Rachel, and we were in a position where we could make a choice between starting the business and or I could have stayed in Leeds to carry on working, but we were made redundant, and we took the opportunity to start the business together 23 years ago. I was 28. Rachel had a young daughter, so it was a massive leap of faith. But the reason why is, on a personal level, I guess my parents had an influence on me in terms of pushing forward, like monetary saving, making the best of opportunities, etc. And from a I'm from a professional point of view, I just felt that I'd got something to offer, and it was the right time. And I'm still driven by the changes in the industry. I still enjoy the industry. And I'm excited to see where, the developments over the next few years.
Oh, definitely. Thank you for sharing that story. Now I want to take us into a fun part of the Q&A, which is called our rapid fire questions, where I ask you just four questions and you answer very top of mind.
Okay.
All right. Question number one. What is a key to success for you?
Passion and resilience. I think,
Definitely. Yes.
yeah.
Those are
And not
great.
giving up, really.
True. Having that grit. Mm.
Yeah.
Number two is what is a piece of advice you would give to other business owners?
Again, don't give up, because there'll always be really hard times and ups and downs. I still get it, every so often I'll wake up with a in the middle of the night, and when I need to start breathing again. But it's coming up with solutions and focusing, and looking at the detail, breaking it down, speaking to your team, and making sure the team support you, because at the end of the day, your senior managers need to be there to work with you, not against you, and problems shared. So that's why Rachel and I have been successful over the years, because it is about teamwork and solution driven approach.
Definitely. Number three is what piece of content, it could be a book, a podcast, anything that you've taken in most recently.
I'm listening to oh, I forgot now. What is it? It's about the chimp paradox. And it's basically about calming the chimp part of your brain down. So instead of just flaring up and working in a chimp way, the human needs to kind of calm it down and look at it logically. And I quite enjoy because I over the years I might have had a bit of a temper where that bit goes, "Ooh." And actually over the last 10 years I've tried to focus on calming it down, and I think it kind of sums me up quite well that it actually that chimp part of my brain has been a work in progress to try and calm it down. So yeah, I have enjoyed that. And just I work with a fitness coach who works with the mindset and about how you can retrain negative wires, and you can visualize where you're going in life. And I think that's important as well, is to kind of keep your mind open to not letting the bad times drag you down, but parking them and moving, keep pushing forwards.
Oh my goodness, you hit the nail on the head. I'm such a sucker for a good neuroplasticity book.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
You've just got to keep
amazing.
moving, haven't you? And keep plodding on and keep on with your vision, etc. So that's really helped me over the last couple of years to kind of focus myself. Yeah.
100%. And the last question in our rapid fire is if you could wave a magic wand and overnight rapidly improve one aspect of your business, what would it be?
I would love more customers that spend regularly and trying to move away from the transactional side. So, you pick up every so often a company. We've worked with one company since we started 23 years ago, another company 15 years. And, those sticky clients are like gold dust.
Yeah.
And once we've got them and we can show them what we can do and show that added value, we can't get rid of them then, which is great. And when we don't want to, we want to be ahead of the game all the time, and we want to be able to advise them. And that's where I want to get with the companies that we want to work with, is show how we can be, consultants in their global journey. So
Mm,
that's what I want to change gradually, showing customers that we want to work with how valuable someone or an agency, working with an agency like us, is to them.
I love that. Thank you for sharing that. And before we get to our final question for today, how can people connect with you online?
Well, it's our website, almtranslations.com. I'm on LinkedIn, so I'm more than happy to answer emails or messages. Do I need to give my number?
I think the website and LinkedIn is a great place to
Yeah, okay. Or email, which is on my
Yeah.
LinkedIn profile.
Yes, that's perfect. Well, this has been such a fun conversations to have, Lisa. For our final question today, what is most inspiring to you today?
Oh, oh gosh, that is a good question. I think just be my sister inspires me, which is she's overcome a lot of heartache over the years. So I kind of think if she can crack on with her life, then she's an inspiration to me. And I feel that there's great female power in the business, um, with or without other halves, married, we've married, Rachel and I are both divorced. And I think actually just the fact that we've got to where we are, that drives me on for the future.
Oh, incredible. Well, Lisa, again, thank you so much for being on the show today. It was such a joy to talk to you.
Thank you.